Let's go. And you know what? They're at 125 likes. Can we double that by the time I'm done with this 20-minute video? Can we hit 200 to 250 likes? Is it possible? I think it is. We can hit 200 to 250 likes. By the time this video is over, can we hit it? It's up to you, chat. It's up to a lot of you who haven't hit that like button. So, let's get it.
Hello everyone, Elite Cameraman here. Today was a crazy day because the YouTuber known as sorry, I meant Steak, just went live a couple hours ago and he actually had a chance to get an exclusive interview with Mr. Boom himself.
Oh, so it's not even Elite Cameraman. I thought this was going to be a fucking interview with Elite Cameraman and DAFUQBOOM. I didn't know. So some other motherfucker got a fucking interview kind of thing, and this motherfucker making a video off of it. Okay, I was confused. I thought this was something completely different.
As you guys know, I had a similar exclusive interview with Boom as well, and just like that time, we got some.
Oh, that's all. Yeah, he did have one. I never watched that one though. That one I did not watch.
Crazy info about the series as well, but that's not all, because after the interview with Steak, Boom DM'd me and told me I can ask him some extra questions for the video. And
oh, okay. So he has some extra questions. Good.
After going through Steak's questions, I'll also be showing my own second exclusive interview with Mr. Boom, which you probably don't want to miss because I asked 15 questions. Even though overall there was not much lore info on Steak's stream because Boom kept on trolling Steak, and we only got one bit of information about episode 74.
Oh, okay, so it's mostly trolling. Gotcha.
4. Steak asked something that made all this not matter, and Boom's answer to this question wasn't a troll answer that one time, which revealed something insane that everyone has been hyped about for a long time. Alongside this, it seems like a beef between Boom and Dom Studios might be starting. So if you're
Really? A beef between those two? Why? I honestly think both I know Dom Studios took the idea of Skibidi Toilet and made his own series based off of it, but it's completely his own thing and it's completely different storyline and everything, but it's fair game to do something like that. I hope there's actually not a beef between those two because I like both channels.
You're curious about it, make sure to watch the video until the end. Also, don't forget to like.
I hope he's lying about them having beef. I honestly hope they do not have beef.
And subscribe if you also want me to do a longer exclusive interview with Mr. Boom one day. Anyways, here we go. Yesterday, Steak started streaming and said that he'd interview Mr. Boom if his community post got 69,420 likes, and in a single day it actually passed that benchmark, which led to today's Q&A with DAFUQ. There were some people who didn't believe it would happen, and Steak was trolling them, but it was actually real, and he started a stream called Talking to DAFUQBOOM. He started the Q&A simple, and his first message was the wave emoji on Discord, which Boom responded instantly with a crazy spoiler. Which was, as you guessed, not an actual leak, but an egg with some hair and headphones, which looks like Steak, which totally got Steak mad as usual. But after this, he slowly started asking some crazy questions is what I wish I could say, but bro literally told Boom, "How are you doing, my little Sigma?" and moaned after it. Steak was cooked.
Why?
But I don't know what he was cooking. And Boom actually answered this with a gif of Titan Cameraman doing a thumbs up. I guess Boom is now Steak's little Sigma, and this tension between them for real continued until the end, and I guess the last question revealed why that was. Also, as I mentioned, Boom sent a gif to answer the question, and this is a pattern that continued through Steak's Q&A. But don't worry, because I at least got some answers that were not gifs, which I'll share with you later in the video. Steak's next question was, is it stressful running SKIBIDI Toilet? Which Boom answered with a gif of the first episode of the series where the SKIBIDI goes, "Skibidi dom dom, yes, yes," which probably means yes, and the way that the toilet...
With success, there's always more stress, because you're always trying to strive to continue what brought the entertainment and the fandom and the popularity, and to always strive to continue getting the growth and the viewership and keeping it strong is very stressful. No matter what. No matter how big you are, no matter how much you put in there, it is stressful in some aspects. so I'm not surprised. There is probably a tremendous amount of stress. And back in December, I think there, and I even said this in one of my reactions. I think it was good. DAFUQBOOM stated that he took like 2 weeks, like a week or two off from animating or anything Skibidi Toilet related, which is perfectly understandable and completely in his right to. Because one, it's so successful. Two, breaks are necessary for the creativeness too. You need time for your brain to relax. And even though a lot of people, and I have to agree with them, and I even say this myself, Skibidi Toilet is basically shitpost animations, but there's more to it than just the shitpost. Yes, there's a lot of funniness, a lot of trolliness, wackiness, and a lot of people don't care for it. But there is some actual like thought process in the writing of the characters and script and storyline. Because if you follow it, you actually can know there's actually a decent story. Now, is it a blockbuster award-winning Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity War level thing? Fuck no. But it's still good in its own way. This is what happens when Steven Universe unites. This is our spirit bomb. Interesting.
Its head moves probably means it's mad crazy. All these answers are my interpretation, so Boom might have tried to say something completely different. After this, Steak asked, "Who is the most handsome of them all?" And Boom replied with a gif of Rizzy G-Man, and to be honest, I can agree. I'd smash.
Elite Cameraman. But what about your beloved TV woman? I never thought I would hear the day where he would say something like that to any other character besides TV woman. Damn.
Anyways, Steak's next question was, how did you come up with Skibidi? Did you always know what the story was going to be, or did you start out not having any idea what it would become?
Okay, this is actually a good one, because honestly, I truthfully believe episode 1 was just a fluke of a success. Episode 2, a continuation with no story. I think it was once, whatever the episode was, where they were doing the what was the episode? It was I think it was episode 3 or 4. What was the episode, chat? That they did the Star Wars reference, the guy who was running away from the first time seeing a big Skibidi toilet, and he got ran over, and then they had flying Skibidis in the air with the Star Wars theme. What episode was that? I think that was early, like episode 3 or episode 4. Episode 6. I'm seeing one person saying episode 3. Well, I know it was early game. Or early development for Skibidi Toilet, but I feel like the story was then started, but not fully still. It was still memeable. It was still like not serious. It was just kind of like, it was just there. And I would say probably after episode 10, then there was like, okay, I might actually have to make this a whole series of videos and actually give it a story. I feel like the first 10 episodes of Skibidi Toilet can easily be chalked up of success and continuing the success, with maybe trickles of possibly a story later down the line. That's how I feel it was. That's honestly how I feel how it was. Don't listen to the haters. I never do.
And Boom answered with a simple, yes. I have no idea if he said yes to knowing he knew what he'd do or not knowing it. But I would lean towards him knowing what he wanted to make, because
I think at first, no matter what, he did not know it was going to become this successful. He did not know it was going to become a story, I don't think, I can confidently say with anything, the first 5 episodes at least, I don't think he was thinking it would turn into a story. If he had multiple episodes in mind, I think 5 at least. But I don't think it was going to be a story, and I don't think he planned all the way to even like 50 things, 50 episodes. And now we have episodes that have multiple parts, kind of stuff like that. I don't think that was ever in the back of his mind. And maybe by episode 10, now he saw it as a story, an episodic story series with seasons and all that other fuck shit.
because the lore started at episode 7 and has been going on ever since. Steak asked a crazy question after this, which was, will SKIBIDI ever end? If so, do you already know what will happen in the final episode? Boom answered this with a gif of Titan Cameraman and Titan TV Man with a caption that says, "Nuh-uh. I feel
at this point in time, with how popular Skibby Toilet, I can confidently say I see the series at least hitting 200 episodes without him finally saying, I'm done with the shit. I could easily see him hit 200 episodes without having to go the route of, I'm done with the shit.
like this could mean two things. Steak took it as SKIBIDI Toilet will never end, but it could also mean this is not a question Boom is able to answer, so he said nuh-uh, as in he ain't giving the answer to that question. I keep seeing people say we are nearing the end of the series, but there is no way that's the case.
No, not with how big the Astro Toilets are going to be and how much more of a threat they are. It took them, like, let's be honest. It took 73 episodes before there's a proper death between both sides. An actual, like, meaningful death. The death of Scientist Skibidi and the death of Elite Plunger Man and the death of Dark Speaker Man. Those three deaths are the most impactful deaths so far in the entire series. All the other sub characters that get killed on the Skibidi side and on the main side don't matter as much because they're just the run-of-the-mill soldiers, run-of-the-mill, like, fodder that can die. But an actual, like, proper death for major characters, like a character like a Titan, I see a Titan maybe dying episode 100. Hitting 100, maybe we'll have an actual Titan death. But with the Skibidi Scientist dead, I don't think we're going to see a large character die anytime soon. That big. I don't know if we're going to see any of the other characters that TV Woman, TV Man. We still have yet to even expand on much of the storyline of the TV people. Like, besides that one segment we got where they were teleported to the base of the TV alliance, we haven't really seen much. Most often it's just TV Woman, TV Man, and maybe one TV big dude, and then of course the Titan TV. Most often we don't see any other TVs. There is still a lot of mystery behind that, and not to mention there's even that, like, document they found that during the infiltration before the death of a Plunger Man and Elite Speaker Man. There's a lot of things we don't know, and there's plenty of time for story. So I don't doubt that we'll probably see a death of a Titan, possibly episode 100. I would assume around that point we can actually finally see a death of a Titan. Which Titan would that be? I have no idea. And will the Titan fully be dead, or is there going to be a replacement Titan of the same caliber, or just different Titan? But it's to replace him on the side. Like, if Elite Cameraman Titan, not Elite Camera, if Cameraman Titan dies, I don't see them fully, like, bringing him back to life, but they will have a new Titan to take over in his absence now that he's dead. Kind of like that. I don't know. But that's just my thought process of the whole situation.
Especially with the Astro Toilets being introduced slowly but surely, and that arc hasn't even really started. And talking about the future of the series, Steak asked, can you tell us about episode 100? And Boom said, new character will appear. Take a look. And posted a picture of the egg once again, but I'ma be honest, if I know Boom, he'll actually find a way to put that egg in episode 100 just to...
Didn't he actually put an egg to reference this guy? I just realized. Wasn't there an actual YouTuber, like, with an egg, like, he did that with? Is this the YouTuber? Chat? In 70 part 3. Yeah. It was like, it was very small. It was hard to see. So it was okay. So it's the same YouTuber. Gotcha. Okay. So I'm just making things clear because I'm going to forget things over time, and I mess things up a lot. So that's what you're here for, chat. Oh no, he did. I know he did an Easter egg with Charlie as a Skibidi Toilet, Penguin Zero. I know he did that, but that's not what I was talking about.
To mess with Steak. And I really believe that this is a real leak from episode 100. And seeing this, Steak asked, "Speaking of eggs, will the egg toilet ever return?" Which Boom replied with, "A large toilet skibidiing gif," which means skibidi dop dop yes yes, which means...
Ha! This is the fucking episode I was talking about. Earlier when I was saying the one with the Star Wars thing and the guy gets crushed over. Okay, yeah.
It's a yes for sure. Egg Toilet in episode 100 confirmed, maybe he is the real Astro Boss. The next question Steak asked was, does the Alliance versus Toilets represent anything in the real world? Which Boom replied with G-Man doing the Rizzy pose, which could mean yes, but doesn't tell us what they represent. But the next question was crazy. My favorite question out of all the questions. Steak tried to start a war and asked, who's better, Elite Cameraman or Data Bio? Which Boom replied with a gif of me.
Damn! Damn! Oh, I'm assuming he...
Doing the sinister pose.
Yeah, DAFUQBOOM likes Elite Cameraman more. Damn. I actually never... I don't think I've watched the other person. Who's the other person? I don't think I've watched this channel at all. I don't think I have.
Or Data Bio.
Yeah, Dado Bio, whatever. I've seen this channel referenced in Dom Studios series, but I've not watched this channel at all.
Which Boom replied with a gif of me doing the sinister pose. No shade to Data Bio since her analysis videos are great too, but since Boom said I'm better, which he probably meant I'm better at simping. You should like this video and subscribe. The next question Steak asked actually created some heat because he asked, how do you feel about channels that create Skibidi universes? Which Boom said depends on the channel. Which Steak continued with, what about Dom Studio, my personal favorite?
Okay. Now this is going to be an interesting thing to hear because, to be honest, with the popularity of Skibidi Toilet, there's going to be knockoff series and alternate versions and stuff like that. And I know I get requested to watch other series, but I've been sticking to the 4. I've stuck to that. And if I do another series or if I do another universe of any type, that might be an exclusive thing that I don't make videos on, and I just do them when I'm doing these live streams. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. But I know there's still other series and other Skibidi Toilet universes and storylines. I just don't want to make more videos off of so many other things that is Skibidi Toilet related. I think 4 is the number I'm sticking to. Until one of them stops, I'm probably going to just stick to those 4. And I casually do 2 of them. I stick to the prior 2, Dom Studios and DAFUQBOOM. I try to tackle and get those videos out as soon as they drop. Skibidi Toilet, Zombie Skibidi Toilet, and Skibidi Toilet Wars is the next 2 that I just casually enjoy, and I do make content here and there when there's a couple episodes. You know, you get a nice solid 30 minutes. Fuck you. Alright. Anyways.
But Boom said something that stirred up some drama inside the community. He replied with goofy ah. After this, I feel like...
Okay, that's not that much beef. I don't know. I was wondering how this was going to go with the beef thing. Goofy ah. I don't think that's harsh or mean or anything like that.
A beef was bound to start unless no one from the Dom Studio team spoke about it, which they did.
Oh.
After the Q&A ended, I was checking my DM requests to see if people said anything about the stream, and I saw someone that sent me screenshots from Dom Studio's server, and when I went there and checked Orion, the server manager's messages, I saw a thread of messages that started with someone sending Steak's question and Boom's answer on general chat, which someone replied with, I want to see Orion's reaction to this, which was a GIF that said, we don't care. And someone replied to it with a screenshot of the reactions under the we don't care GIF, which showed Boom reacting with a clown emoji alongside of 3 people. But in a screenshot I took later, these
Nah, there's no actual beef between them. That's good. That's good.
clown reactions were gone, which means people either retracted them or someone from the staff team deleted those reactions. But because of this, Orion quoted that message.
By the way, holy shit, we have 250 viewers right now. Thank you, everybody who's joined. And as a reminder, I am going to be doing other things after this point. We're going to watch some other stuff. We're going to do some more reactions. And we're going to also be gaming tonight. If you guys like the game, Lethal Company, and much, much more. So don't miss out on that. Stick around, hang out. We have 250 viewers. Thank you all joining. Seriously. And if you guys want requests in today's reaction, feel free to ask me with a donation, because that's how today's works. If you guys want me to react to something, it is through donation, and it will be done on today's stream while you're in the stream with me. So, like this, like there's a video I'm watching after this. That is going to be, wait a second. Sam! With a check mark? Wait, did you have a check mark before? Or am I mistaken? Or did you just get a check mark? Hell yeah, you are over 100K. Did you just recently get... Let's go with the check mark! Hell yeah. Hey. Congrats. Wait until you get this in the mail. I hope you get it soon. Congrats. You fucking earned the silver play button, my dude. You earn that check mark. Let's go.
Message one more time to say, seems like DAFUQ is spending more time in Dom Studios' Discord rather than working on episodes. Throwing shade.
Wait, I missed. Wait, hold up.
They retracted them, or someone from the staff team deleted those reactions. But because of this, Orion quoted that message one more time to say, seems like DAFUQ is spending more time in Dom Studios' Discord rather than working on episodes.
Okay, off the bat, with comments like that, I absolutely hate when people do shit like that, because that just gives the premonition and whatnot that you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You are a snot-nosed little bitch boy who thinks they can just demand content every second of every day. Go fuck yourself. Dom Studios can do whatever the fuck he wants, and he can do and or talk on any server. Shut the fuck up. Don't be a little bitch boy. This guy, being a little bitch boy. I'm going to say that right now. No. You don't come in here, and you don't do that. You get a nice time out of 10 minutes. If I see you come back in here and do that again, I will fully ban you. I'll fully ban you. Thank you so much. Hell yeah, Sam. Looking forward to your next animation, my dude. And once again, congrats. You've so earned that play button and that check mark.
Throwing shade at Boom, who put the clown reaction. If you guys didn't know, Boom also posted a leak literally on Dom Studios' server a week ago or so. Was this also to
I did not know about that. That's kind of cool.
Throw shade to Dom Studio, or was it just a coincidence?
He's timed out because he spammed. He broke a rule. And being a bitch.
At this point, this beef is starting to feel like the Drake versus Kendrick drama that
if you
happened
break a
2
rule,
to
I
3
call you a
weeks ago,
bitch.
and someone literally made a
Check
meme
out all the
about
rules in the
putting Dom
description.
Studios and Boom's logos next to a Drake versus Kendrick image. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna give my own opinions in this topic, but I'll gladly cover it if this drama continues, because, as you guys know, drama always gets views, and I'll gladly get those views.
He ain't wrong. Drama does get views.
As you guys also know that drama and beef is usually fun to watch and participate in, but if it goes too far, you never have to go too far. Try and don't go over the board against people. Anyways, before we get to my own questions to Boom, we got a couple more questions from Steak left. After this, Steak asked Boom who his favorite Titan is, and Boom replied with a gif of all 3 Titans at the same time. But Steak asked most sus question ever right after this, where he sent a selfie of himself saying, "Are you single?" Which Boom replied with the holy grail of the troll leaks where G-Man and Scientist kiss.
Oh my god.
But he put an
I remember that going around, and I even think I watched a video on Elite Cameraman, like, showing that one off. I remember that.
The selfie, shortly after which means he messaged that to make Steak feel good and crush him afterwards. The next question was, Who is your favorite villain? Which Boom replied with a gif of G-Man toilet. And I'm gonna be honest, if blood truly meant that. G-Man ain't dying no time soon. He might even be the winner at the end of the series. We are screwed. The next question was a good question from Steak.
Basically, that's probably indicating we're probably not going to see G-Man die anytime soon until the end of the series or something.
But I think everyone knew it wasn't going to get answered anyways. He asked, will one of the Titans ever die? Which Boom replied with, this bozo will die, showing the egg once again. Which 100 could...
I feel like around episode 100, there's a good possibility that around that point there should be another major death, and that could be a Titan. And if not, I'm fine with that either way. But I feel like it's story-wise, it's going to be necessary at some point for a Titan to get killed.
Confirms that the Egg Titan is real, and he'll one day die. This next question Steak asked was the...
Steak need to be treated with more respect. I don't know this character. I don't know this person that well, personally. I've never watched any of his stuff. But he's also kind of trolling DAFUQBOOM. So, you troll and get trolled back. It's 50-50. It's fair. So, no. Keep up the troll. And trolling doesn't always equal not respect.
The one that gave the most...
Sometimes the best trolling is respectful.
...info from the interview, and probably the best question he had. He said, will we ever see a new Titan? And Boom actually replied with a gif of Titan Cameraman doing a thumbs up. People along...
Oh yeah, I don't doubt that we'll get a new Titan in this series, because there's a lot of other series that we're watching that have multiple new Titans that aren't canon. Like, of course, Dom Studios series is the best example. There's literally 3 Titans that are really badass and would love to be official, but at the same time, we're not probably going to get anything like that.
Beside me started to instantly think that for there to be a new Titan, there has to be a new race. And before I talk about this, I actually asked more about this to Boom, and his answer actually gave more clues as to who or what it could be, but I'll get to that later in the video when I'm showcasing my own questions. The next question Steak asked was, will Plunger ever...
Oh, besides TV Titan right now, I think both Cameraman and Speaker Titan desperately, and I mean desperately, need upgrades. They do. Speaker Titan hasn't been upgraded since the toilets technically gave him upgrades, because when they had Speaker Titan under their control, they upgraded him. And then when he got out of their control, he just kept the upgrades and that's it. He didn't truly get upgraded like Cameraman Titan and TV Man Titan. He didn't get upgraded by his own people. He just got upgraded by the enemy. So Speaker Man, out of all 3 of them, need the upgrade the most. And I think Cameraman needs upgrades because compared to the TV Man Titan, he still lacks. And I think he needs more.
...or make a return? People thought this question was bad, but I think it's actually really good because this question was asked before, but that was before the flashbacks in episode...
Will Plunger make a return? No. I think he needs to stay dead. I hate it. Plunger Man, I hate it, but I think Plunger Man needs to stay dead. I really do. For him to return, it would literally make no sense. And the only way I would accept it, I guess, if he did ever return, would be because they recovered the body and the secret agent shut him down and faked the death in some way. But I think that would be stupid. I truly think that would just be stupid.
Episode 73, and I thought maybe Boom meant the flashback, but Boom's reply was a gif of Plunger Cameraman doing a head nod, which means it's a yes, and we'll be able to see him.
I don't know about that. If anything, I would say, yeah, flashbacks are one thing, but I don't think he'd actually come back alive. I don't think he should. Personally, that's how I feel. Would I be happy? Fuck yes. I think Plunger Man is my favorite character. When it comes to the series, I enjoyed him the most. I thought he was fun. I thought it was funny and badass at the same time. But outright, I'm okay with him being dead.
I think there are 2 ways of this happening. It's either flashbacks, or maybe the people we saw in the flashbacks maybe weren't really Plunger Cameraman and Camera Woman, but just their personalities or the people they got their memories from. It is possible that if some cameraman's memories are made from the human's memories, maybe they could...
You don't have a check mark, you're not real. All right.
Recreate the body and just upload the memories to recreate the character. The next question Steak asked was, will Male 07 make a return? Which Boom sent a gif of one of his old videos where Male 07 says, May who needs it anyway, saying either the Male 07 series will never return or Male 07 won't be a main character in the SKIBIDI series in the future. I feel like he should have asked about Male 09 since people want to know about that too. But we already saw Male 09 in the poster with the secret agent. And unless he is a person like the secret agent, he is most likely dead already. The next question was about Titan Cameraman and Speaker Man fighting G-Man Toilet, but Boom answered with another troll leak where the Titans tried to kiss and explode. And I do think that this was intentional because I asked this to Boom in my own questions to get more info, and the info he gave me kind of worries me, which I'll talk about later in the video. Steak's next question was about the container crates, but I have no idea what Boom meant with his answer, so I'm skipping it. After this, Steak asked something we all have been wondering and said, do you have a release date for episode 74? Which Boom replied with, it will release in May, which means it has to release in the next 2 weeks, which is good to hear.
I would say, if anything, because wait. When was the last? Let's see. Okay. So realistically, it's been like on average, DAFUQBOOM. It's been on average between 10 and 14 days. So 10 days to 2 weeks since episodes are usually dropped. It's kind of been averaging like that, and he said he'd drop episodes sooner. It's almost been 9 days since the full episode. So even though it's been 2 weeks now since this technically dropped, I don't think this indicates that we're going to get this tomorrow or something like that. I think after 10-day period, we could realistically see a new episode, aka episode 74, probably within the next 4 days, 5 days kind of situation, if any. That's kind of why was a girl kissing chicken and I don't know what ad you got. I don't see the ads you get when ads play. But yeah. I think on average we're at this point in time, averagely, I would assume we're looking at maybe 2 to 3 episodes a month, if we're lucky, 3 episodes. But most often, I think we're now at the point where we're probably only get 2 episodes a month from DAFUQBOOM when it comes to the Skibidi Toilet stuff, which is all right because he's making them so much longer. This one's 4 minutes. This one's 4 minutes, but together they're 9. This one's about 7.5 minutes. This one was 13 minutes, almost 14. So he's putting a lot more effort and work into this stuff. It just takes a lot of time and effort to animate all this and come up with a good story that's good for both the younger generation and the ongoing generation like myself that is still watching and enjoying this stuff. All right. We only got about 9 minutes left.
Hopefully we see some leaks soon.
Still?
After this, Steak asked for a leak, but Boom kept on trolling Steak and sent an egg once.
I would say we're probably looking at like at least 5 days. If it's more, it's more. But at least 5 days for the next episode part. Not full episode. It's going to be probably in multiple parts like normal.
Again, but the next question was even crazier because Steak asked Boom to make a face reveal, and Boom actually sent a photo, but it's insane because when Steak opened the picture, it was
it's a troll.
Picture of Steak's dad. How the hell did Boom get a picture of Steak's dad? Maybe he really is.
That would actually be concerning. Although, if you're a public person and people have the means to, they could probably find a person's like family and stuff like that. That would still be concerning.
Steak's dad, just like how I'm Creekcraft. Steak's stream ended right after this, but while I was writing this video, Boom told me I could ask some more questions, and I prepared 15 questions to ask to Boom. Of course, some had troll answers, but most of them actually reveal some crazy stuff, so make sure to stay until the end. My first question to Boom was,
Okay, we're about to get into his questions. I'm out of water. Let me go get some more water. I'll be right back, chat. Don't go anywhere. I'm just going to get some more water. I'm thirsty. So stay here. Don't go anywhere. There's 250 people. Hit the like button. Let's see if we get 250 likes by the end of this video. Let's go.
was probably something we all want to know. I asked, you told yes to Steak's question where he said, will we ever see a new Titan? Does this mean a new race is on the horizon because as far as we know, each race only has one Titan, or is that knowledge false as well? And he answered with, it's someone we have already seen. This at least for now removes all the guesses we had about a new race since we haven't seen a new race yet as far as we know. And I think it brings down the possibilities to three things.
Wait, I'm actually missing. I wasn't really fully paying attention. Let me go back. Let me hear what the first question was.
My first question to Boom was probably something we all want to know. I asked, you told yes to Steak's question where he said, will we ever see a new Titan? Does this mean a new race is on the horizon because as far as we know,
okay, so he's asking about a race and whatnot. Okay.
each race only has one Titan, or is that knowledge false as well? And he answered with, it's someone we have already seen. This at least for now removes all the guesses we had about a new race.
Could the new race be technically then, if it's characters we've already seen, could the new race be technically the ones that can go invisible, even though they're still camera? Could it be that he's talking about, maybe?
Race, since we haven't seen a new race yet as far as we know. And I think it brings down the possibilities to three things. I don't think Boom is talking about someone from the Alliance here. I believe that unless one of the Titans die in the next episode, we won't see a new Titan from one of the three hardware races. The next possibility is probably the most likely option, and it's G-Man.
And like I said earlier, I feel like we're not going to get, like, if one of the Titans die, I think there could be a replacement, and that Titan will be gone for good, though.
Toilet. It's possible that the containers have parts in them that if they all come together make G-Man Toilet a Titan-like toilet. The next option is that there is a chance of one of the Astro toilets having a Titan body because it seems like their tech is a lot more advanced. The last option is the secret agent. Maybe he is building his own Titan which he'll control from the inside to join the fight at some point when he needs to intervene. The next question I asked was, we just met the first humans other than the secret agent. Are humans going to play a big role moving forward in the series? Which Boom replied with, they will play some role. I feel like this question means the humans won't have much of an essential role, but more so a side character role. This comment most likely doesn't include the one and only secret agent. The next question I asked was, people really want to know about what's going to happen with Titan Speakerman and Titan Cameraman. Steak did ask you this same question as well, but I don't think your answer was understandable. Are they still planning on fighting or are they retreating back to the bases to get their upgrades?
I think upgrades are definitely needed, and they're way too damaged to fight anymore, I feel like. Speaker Titan literally has a quarter and a half leg, because one leg is pretty much gone, and then he's also lost a good chunk of his other leg. Cameraman Titan definitely also is missing a leg.
Which he answered with, they might do both. This probably means that the Titans will try to join the fight, but I feel like they are going to get damaged to the point that they are in the brink of dying and retreat afterwards.
Also, chat, 40 more likes and we hit the goal of 250 by the end of this video. We have less than 6 minutes. 40 likes. Let's do it!
Or maybe even die there. Because there is so many questions, I'm going past them a little fast, but we'll talk more about theories about these in a later video when we know more about Boom's answers. So make sure to like and subscribe to not miss any of it. The next question I asked was something I've wanted to know for a while, and I'm really surprised that Boom answered it. I asked, we have seen the Cameraman and TV Man headquarters. Are we ever going to see the Speaker Man headquarters? Which he answered with, yes, I even know the number of the episode. If he knows which episode it will be in, I think we can assume that it'll most likely be somewhere in the next 10 episodes. Are we going to see it because Titan Speaker Man is injured and he is getting treatment? Or something else? I'm really hyped to see their base because it's the only base that we haven't seen yet. The next question I asked was the most important question for me, which was, Are you ever going to put me in the series and make me fight with Simp Cameraman for TV Woman? Please do. And
just the fucking skull. That's just him dying from laughter, probably.
Blood just send a skull emoji. Boom, if you are watching this, I'll be waiting, bruh. I need to do a duel with my boy, Simp Cameraman. If you want to see it happen like this video...
We actually, like, he's still technically known as dead right now. We have not seen him, and last time we saw him, he was on the ground, cut in half, powering off, and dying. Am I wrong? I don't think he's alive. You can't even fight. He's a dead man. He's fucking dead.
Yo. This next question will blow your mind because Boom literally told me which episode the Simp Cameraman will be coming back.
Okay. I fucking stand corrected, I guess. He's not fucking dead.
And it's a lot sooner than you think. I asked, also this reminds me, when you did a Q&A with one of the Russian analysis YouTubers, you mentioned to him that Simp Cameraman would come back. You said possibly. Could you give us any info about my ultimate rival's comeback so that I can...
At first, he will return in 74. I think that could also be seen as a troll, but not even confirming or denying that there's a possibility.
Beat the shit out of him for trying to hug my beloved TV woman. He replied with, at first he will return in 74... I don't know why he put 3 dots or said it first, but it seems like there is some mystery behind his return.
Only other thing I could dissect to that, maybe the 3 dots indicate part 3, 74. Maybe. Maybe. If I called it, I called it. If I call it, I called it. I'm saying that right here, right now, chat.
And the fact that he said at first might mean that we might not see him for a while after his return. But it's insane that we'll be seeing him literally in the next episode. Hopefully he was struck by lightning or something after trying to hug TV Woman anyways. The next question I had was, in the full version of episode 73, you introduced the new special agent from the TV race. Did you have a name in mind for him? Because I've seen people call him man different names. And he replied with the most sus answer yet and called him TV Daddy. I'm not
this is a troll.
even going to comment on this answer. After this, I asked, are we going to see new special agents that'll be fighting on the front lines just like Plunger Cameraman and Dark Speaker Man? It looks like from now on, we'll actually start seeing some new and unique characters. After this, I asked, you've been hyping up episode 74 quite a lot for the last 2 months. Is there any leaks you can show or mention why we should be hyped about it as well? Because right now it seems like the fight with G-Man and Camera Woman's encounter with the humans are happening at...
You know, I do recall there was a video a while ago, end of December. I think it was a video by Elite Cameraman when it came to like some of the stuff. And I think DAFUQBOOM did say episode 74 was going to be a big one. So I do recall him saying that.
the same time, and we have no idea which one we'll be seeing in episode 74. Which he replied with, 74 happens almost right after 73. This episode will be pivotal in the series. Him saying this is crazy. For him to say it'll be pivotal means we'll most likely get a big twist, good action, and some lore at the same time. He really has been hyping it up, but we still have no clues on what we'll see. The next question was the Astro Juggernaut the strongest Astro toilet? Or are we still going to be seeing even crazier Astro toilets in the future?
I don't think we've seen the big bad of the Astro toilets yet. I feel like there's going to be someone bigger, badder, and more dangerous. And when he shows up as the bigger threat, as the biggest threat of the series, I think that would be the perfect time for him to show up and actually end the life of a Titan. Saying that right now.
And bro once again just sent a skull emoji. I think this means we haven't even seen anyone strong yet. And it scares me how much more powerful are the Astro toilets, brah. After this, I wanted to ask a question I kept on seeing on Discord, which was, I've seen some people wonder about the hierarchy of the Astro toilets and who are the higher-ups, because all the Astro toilets we've seen so far seem to be powerful, and we don't even know who the leader is, or if they even have foot soldiers like the normal toilets. And he responded with a simple, "You'll see." I hope we see it soon, but the fact that he said, "You'll see," means that there 100% is a leader and his goons. The next question I had was, Does the SKIBIDI virus spread through humans being exposed to the SKIBIDI dom-dom yes yes? Sounds for a long time because in the full version of episode 74, we saw a human without headphones and blood went crazy just like a SKIBIDI for a few frames.
That
And
is
Boom
true.
literally told me, "You just answered yourself." Which means the guy in the last episode is actually a SKIBIDI imposter, and we might even see him turning into a toilet in the next episode. And this was the first confirmation from Boom about how humans turn into toilets. Hopefully we get to witness it happening.
The only other thing I could think of for that situation, what if, and this would be an interesting scenario, what if, even though he did this, this character right here did the little creepy ass face and whatnot, what if this is the first time we've seen someone reverse from the SKIBIDI toilet virus? And it's just a symptom of after this. That would be a surprise. That would be a big twist that it's been reversed in some way, in some fashion.
The next question I asked was, is there anything you can say about the portal experiment that they were doing in the flashbacks? And he said, there was a lab, and there was an
Oh yeah, the other guy that we were watching, talking about and whatnot, Steak, the egg dude. Yeah, he got roasted a lot.
experiment in the lab. Blood really not giving any hints, bro. I guess him saying this means that we'll get to see the real secret behind it later in the series and perhaps very far into the series. I had 2 questions left, and the first one was, this has been on my mind until episode 70 part 3. What was the book with the TV Man logo that Lucky Cameraman found in the room in episode 70 part 3?
There's no way he would give any detail on that. That's probably got some massive spoilers in it. So this is going to be a troll.
It felt important, but we haven't seen anything about it. Was it just the instructions to make a TV monitor which scientist was using, and if so, how did the toilet steal it? Which he replied with, TV Man technology. I guess I thought right, but he didn't say anything about how the toilets were able to acquire it. And when it comes to the last question, it's something that I started asking after episode 73 part 2 was released, and I asked, the green energy G-Man toilet used in episode 73, was that energy tech given to toilets by the secret agent? Which he answered with just an emoji, and I think this emoji gives some credibility to my
That's more like a maybe, not confirming or denying, but good for speculation and possibility.
theory, but why and how did it happen is the real question. We really need to learn the true intentions of the secret agent because we don't know anything about him. This video really was crazy with all the questions and answers, and if you want this to happen again in the future, make sure to like and subscribe to not miss it.
Interesting. Hey, look at that ugly motherfucker right there. The fuck is going on here? What the hell? Okay.